Viewer discretion is advised. Also, headphones are highly recommended to watch this series. I felt as though I was waking from a long, horrible dream.
おい、大丈夫か？
Hey, you okay?
おい、シシド？
ここどこ？
Where are we?
本当に大丈夫か？見ればわかるだろ？学校の保健室だって。
Man, how hard a fall was that? We're in the nurse's office, can't you tell?
保健室。
The nurse's office? It occurred to me to look at my surroundings, probably something I should have done before asking about them. But in my defense, I was out cold. Beige walls, pink curtains, white beds with solid blue covers. This was indeed the school infirmary, no doubt about it. What's funny is that in Japan they call it an infirmary, but I know, like, in my schools, in any school I went to, it was this nurse's office. And in my opinion, infirmary does sound more creepy, though, than nurse's office.
どうして？
Why are you...
どうしてもこうしても、お前があんなところで倒れてたから、ここに連れてきてやったんじゃん。
A better question is why you're here. I found you passed out on the ground out there, so I carried you in.
あんなところ？
Out where exactly?
おいおい、まだ具合悪いんじゃないのか？肛門だよ、肛門。
Geez, did you get a concussion or something? It was right by the school gate.
肛門に？私、そこに倒れてったの？
The school gate? That's where you found me?
そうだけど。
Uh-huh. Ring any bells?
私、確かに学校の中でヨシエさんから逃げて。そうだ、腕を怪我して。
But I was trapped inside the school and running from Yoshi, wasn't I? Oh, that's right! My arm! It's probably broken.
腕、
Wait,
なんともない？
my arm's okay?
はあ？腕？
Huh? Your arm?
夢だったの？そんなはずない。だって本当に痛くて死んじゃいそうだったのに。
Was it a dream? No, it couldn't have been. I mean, it really hurt. And I really thought I was going to die.
ああ、まあなんか様子が変だけど、とにかく無事でほっとしたよ。
Well, you're still a little out of sorts, but I'm glad you're safe at any rate.
こういうのって虫の知らせって言うんだな。
I guess you could say I had a gut feeling, maybe?
なんとなく気になってお前ん家に行ったら、お前のお母さんに学校に行ったって聞いてな。そしたら、あんなところに倒れてるんだもんな。
I just got concerned and stopped by your house, and your mom told me you'd gone back to school. So I came by to find you and, well, I found you.
司くん、
うん。まあとりあえず、詳しい話は後で聞くからさ。ちょっと待ってな。
Yes, yes. There'll be time for thanks and such later on. Right now, there's something I've got to do, so hang on a sec.
あ、
Okay.
司くん、行っちゃった。ヨシエさんのこと聞こうと思ったのに。
Where are you going, Tsukasa? I wanted to ask you about Yoshi.
あら、シシドさん、目が覚めたのね。
Ah, Shishido. Glad to see you're awake.
先生。
Ma'am!
驚いたわよ。三国くんが血相変えて私を呼びに来るんだもの。私が当直でよかったわね。
You gave us both quite a scare. Mikuni was pale as a ghost when he came to get me. Lucky for you, I was working late tonight. Is that like the first time we've heard Tsukasa's first name?
ご迷惑をおかけしてすみません。
I'm so sorry to have troubled you.
それはいいのよ。でもあなたずいぶんうなされていたから悪い夢でも見てたんじゃない？
It's fine, of course. But you know you were really moaning in your sleep. Were you having nightmares?
悪い夢？
Nightmares.
そうよ。三國くんもすごく心配してたわよ。
It seemed like you were. Mikuni was worried sick about you.
そうだ。やっぱりきっと悪い夢なんだ。昼間に怖い話とか聞いちゃったし。
So it really was just a nightmare then? Maybe that scary story this afternoon was just too much for me.
ともかくもう大丈夫？
Are you feeling a little better now at least?
はい。
Yeah,
そう、よかったわ。
that's good. The nurse smiled cheerfully and disappeared behind the partitioning curtain. Letting out a sigh, I laid myself down on the bed once more. It was dead silent. The rain must have let up. The only sound I heard was an occasional cough from the nurse, who was otherwise going about her business quietly. A random cough? I don't usually randomly cough. Well, actually, no, I have an excuse to cough. If she has asthma, okay, but if she's a nurse and is coughing, I wouldn't want to be in...
あ、そういえばペンケース。
Oh, wait. What about the pen case? I thrust my hands into my pockets, not really expecting to find it. But
ちゃんとある。
there it is. The pen case, complete with Tsukasa's pencil, talisman inside, was present and accounted for. Which meant that
私、やっぱり教室には行ったんだ。
I made it to my classroom.
やっぱり夢じゃない。
Maybe it wasn't a dream after all.
おーい。
Hey,
あ、司くんおかえり。
huh? Oh, Tsukasa, welcome back. Ah! I was still trying to remember exact details about what happened when I unexpectedly felt something cold pressed against my cheek.
これって。
What are you?
お前うなされてただろ。汗もかいてたし喉乾いたんじゃないかなと思ってさ。ほらコーヒー牛乳。
You were sleeping pretty restlessly, you know, and sweating an awful lot, so I figured you might be thirsty. Here, it's a cafe au lait.
ありがとう。
Still cannot pronounce that. Oh, thank you. Tsukasa went out of his way to buy this just for me? It was a lovely gesture. How could I possibly refuse?
お前さ、明日というかもう今日か。推薦の試験だろ。何時からだ？
Hey, isn't tomorrow? Or I guess it's today now. But either way, don't you have an entrance exam to take? What time does it start?
9時。
At 9.
あと4時間か。
So, in 4 hours then?
もう無理だよ今日は。
God, I don't even want to think about it right now. Not after the day I just had. I'd been put through hell on earth. Taking a test was the farthest thing from my mind. I was in tears, and I had no idea why. Maybe it was because I was so relieved. So glad to be alive.
よし。なあ、シシド。起きれるか？
Okay. Hey, Shishido, can you stand?
ちょうどいいから、お前にいいもの見せてやるよ。
The timing's just right, so I'm going to show you something good.
いいもの？
Something good? What kind of phrasing is that?
ああ、そうだな。むしろ、お前には見てほしいんだ。
Yeah. Or rather, it's something I really want you to see, if you're up to it.
うん。
Sure, I guess. My nose was still running, but my heart felt a lot lighter. I no longer felt threatened by this school. I was comfortable and safe. The two of us left the nurse's office, with Tsukasa in the lead, and even though I was holding a cold and coffee in my hand, I still felt warm all over. Neither of us said a thing as he led me through the empty halls. It occurred to me that when we saw one another, I was mad at him.
ほら、シシド。着いたぞ。
Look, Shishido, we're here.
ここって渡り廊下？
What? Isn't this just the walkway between the buildings?
まあまあ、もうすぐだからちょっと待てよ。
Just wait. You'll see in a minute.
もうすぐ？
See what? I had no idea what I was looking for. I just kept staring at him, but his eyes were fixed on the window leading out into the walkway. As I gazed upon him in the profile, I felt my heart skip a beat. 'Cause I got a crush on him.
昨日のこと謝らなくちゃいけない。
I have to apologize for what happened yesterday. But I just wasn't sure what to say. I'd let my feelings get the better of me and reprimanded him for behavior that was at least, at the time, entirely reasonable. There was more to it than that, though. There was one particular reason, more than any other, that made it hard for me to think of the words to say here. He and I had run from Yoshi together. We escaped her wrath against insurmountable odds. And what if, just what if, that wasn't all just a dream?
お、出てきたぞ。
Bingo! Here we go! I followed Tsukasa's pointing finger. Objection. And then...
朝日。すごい。すごい。
Aww. Aww. Whoa, that's beautiful. What an absolutely stunning sunrise.
俺、ここでよく夕日を眺めてるんだけどさ。朝日もいいもんだな。
It's actually the sunset I enjoy watching most from here, but the sunrise is pretty great too. Sounds like me, I prefer sunsets over sunrises because I'm not a morning person.
綺麗だよ。街がオレンジに染まっていく。
It's gorgeous. The whole town is painted orange.
お、元気出てきたな。
Looks like you're back in good spirits again.
ここって司くんの言ってた例の場所だよね。
This is the place you were talking about, isn't it?
おう、
Oh, yeah, it is.
今まで絶対に教えてくれなかったのに、どうして今日は教えてくれるの？
You've been keeping the spot from me all this time. So, why now? Why are you showing it to me today?
別になんとなく。
No reason, really.
なんとなくって。
No reason, huh? I could think of a reason, but I didn't say anything. It just seemed kind of far-fetched to me, and if I were misinterpreting him, I'd be very embarrassed. He couldn't possibly. Could he? My face felt kind of warm. I placed the sweaty cafe, I can't say that, can on my cheek and sighed softly.
どうした？顔赤いぞ。
You feeling okay? Your face is really red.
そう？
What? Is it?
まだ具合悪いんじゃないのか？
I said that wrong the last time. I know it said it is. You aren't still feeling faint, are you?
そんなことないよ。ほら、朝日が赤いせい。
No, no. It's nothing like that. It's just... Yeah, it's the sun. Just the way the light's playing off of my skin. That's all.
ああ、なるほどな。
Oh. Okay. Okay, I believe you. Yeah, sure. Boys can be so dense sometimes. Hey!
試験頑張れよ。今からすぐ戻って準備すりゃ間に合うだろ。
Good luck on the exam, by the way. If you head back now and get ready, you should still be able to make it.
ありがとう。司くんのそれ好き。
Thank you. That's what I like about you, Tsukasa.
え？
Huh?
それと、あと、ごめんね。
Also, I'm sorry.
なんで謝るんだよ。
For what?
いや、昨日、ほら、なんかちょっと気まずくなっちゃったし、七不思議の話して。
Well, it's just that yesterday things might have seemed a little awkward between us after talking about the school legend. Remember?
ああ、そんなこともあったっけ？
Oh, yeah. I think I remember something like that.
そんなこともって、私は結構気にしてたんだけどな。
What do you mean, something like that? I was really bothered by it, you know?
女子はほんと細かいこと気にするよな。俺は全然何とも思ってなかったのに。
You girls obsess over the littlest things sometimes. Me? I didn't even think anything of it.
そっか。
Really now? I let out another sigh and turned back toward the morning sun, stretching my arms skyward as a sudden wave of exhaustion overcame me. The day got brighter bit by bit, and I just stood there, silently trying to piece together all the jumbled thoughts rattling around in my head. I was running away from Yoshi, and Tsukasa was with me. Then I was saved by that old woman.
やっぱり夢だよね。
It really,
あんなの。
it really was just a dream. Huh? As the bright rays of the sun washed over me, I felt new life and new hope welling up from within, and I finally came to terms with those horrid events. Most likely, I got the pin case without incident, but then, on my way back, something hit my head and knocked me out. That would just be my luck. But she was locked in the classroom. Something that transpired between in that classroom and some gray area right over here. I don't know what, but as gray as that letter or that message box right there.
あ、ちょっとシシド、 動くなよ。
Oh, hey, Shishido. Don't move.
そのまま、そのまま。
Stay right there. Just like that. I didn't know what he was planning to do, but he was staring right at me. It felt like he was staring into my soul. And then...
Eh?
What? Slowly, Tsukasa drew his face toward mine.
これって
Is he?
シシド。
嘘。何これ。
No way. Is he really going to? I shut my eyes. I was ready for this. Or maybe I just didn't want to look. But the next sensation I felt wasn't quite the one I was expecting.
シシド、これ大丈夫か？
Shishido. What happened here? He grabbed my arm for some reason and was staring down at it intently.
何よ紛らわしいな。
What the hell? What is he doing?
やだ、何これ。
Whoa. What is that? Seriously, I had no idea that was there. Turns out, he was just concerned by the strange bruise I had apparently received, which had momentarily become visible when I raised my arms. My skin's like, I knew that was coming, but my skin, I still get goosebumps just reading that. Oh, because of that stupid technical difficulty! It was right around my elbow. Right where Yoshi had grabbed me in my dream.
痛そうだな。
Looks like it hurts.
全然痛くないけど。
It doesn't hurt at all, actually. But...
けど
But what?
なんでもないよ。
Never mind. It's nothing. Why do characters do this? I cry every time inside whenever a character's like, it's something, but they know it's something, but they don't want to say it to their friend or anything. I mean, seriously. Seriously, camera. Are you gonna focus back into me? Please? No? No? Not gonna do it? You're not gonna do it, are you? I'll be right back. Okay, I got that fixed. Took like a freaking 2 minutes. Giving a wry smile, I gently pulled my arm from his grip.
ねえ、司くん。
ん？
帰る前に一つお願いがあるんだけど。
Before we go home, I have a favor to ask you.
なんだよ。
What is it?
手、繋いでもいい？
Would you mind if we held hands?
手？
Held hands?
手。ダメかな？
Yeah, just for a little. Or is that asking too much?
なんでという彼の言葉には、なんとなくと答えた。
When he asked why I wanted to do this, I fed him his own line. I just told him, no reason.
そっと指先を掴んだだけの軽いものだったけど、初めて私はお互いの心がつながっているのを感じた気がして、とても嬉しかったのを覚えている。
We only joined fingertips, but for the first time, it really felt like I was connected to another person's heart. I remember feeling so happy. Yeah, y'all remember that this was like, that was a flashback? Yeah.
ゆい先生、ゆい先生。
You gotta find this a little funny. She had a dream inside a dream. You gotta find that funny. Don't you hate it when you think you were dreaming, and then you wake up, but then you wake up again because you were actually dreaming? Yeah, that kind of confusing, but
ゆい先生ってば。
I knew I'd heard that voice before, but who was it? Was I just dreaming? Again? Yeah. I still felt like I was holding Tsukasa's hand, though.
ゆい先生、手。
Sui, your hand! Your hand!
やっと起きた。
Good, you're awake.
あら？え？持田くん？
Huh? What? Mochida?
そうだよ、持田聡だよ。
That's right. It's Satoshi Mochida. I was still dazed. I had no idea what was going on. All I knew was that one of my students, Satoshi Mochida, was here, and he looked very concerned.
ゆい先生、いい加減手を。
Miss Yui? Your hand is...
え？あら！
I finally realized what he was talking about. I was holding Mochida's hand in my own and was squeezing it awfully tightly. Awfully tightly. That's kind of doesn't sound right, but okay. And that's not Satoshi's hands. That's his pants.
やだ！ごめんなさい。私ったら。
Excuse me, please. I'm so sorry.
いいけどさ、ゆい先生、結構握力強いんだな。
It's no problem. Though I have to say, you have a really strong grip, Miss Yui.
あら、そう？これでも昔はか弱く儚い美少女として巷に名を馳せたものだけど。
Do I now? In the past, I was renowned far and wide for being a weak, dainty young beauty, you know. Oh, burn.
それどこから突っ込んでいいの？
How exactly do I respond to that? With a blushing, a blushing face full of embarrassment.
手厳しいわね。
Well, you could say something nice. Mochida was a good student. He and I got along well, and we were already falling back into our usual pattern of good-natured ribbing. Except...
ちょっと待って。どうして持田くんがうちにいるの？
Wait a minute. Why are you here, Mochida?
それさっき話したじゃん。
Well, that's... I told you earlier, didn't I?
え？
その調子じゃ何も覚えてないんでしょう。
I guess I shouldn't be surprised you don't remember anything.
何も？
What am I supposed to remember exactly?
さっき俺の作ったおかゆ食って薬飲んでまた寝たじゃないか。その時話したのに。
A little while ago, you ate some porridge I made, and you took medicine before passing out again. I told you everything then. You did?
本当に綺麗さっぱり覚えてない？
Have you seriously forgotten all that?
全然。
Completely.
笑えないよ。もう
Don't laugh. Jeez. Mochida sighed and pointed at the table.
あれ、山崎先生からの届け物。
Class notes from Mr. Yamazaki.
もしかしてわざわざそれを届けに来てくれたの？
Wait, did you come all this way just to deliver those?
そうだよ。そしたらゆい先生があんまりにひどい状態だったから飯作って。
Yeah, and when I did, you were in a pretty bad way, so I made you some porridge.
キッチン借りていいって言ったのはモネだから。
Oh, but don't worry, I had permission. Monette said I could borrow your kitchen.
そっか、モネちゃんがね。
Monette did he? I stroked Monette's neck, and he lied down contently on my futon. Such a pretty kitty. I was getting kind of wrapped up in and petting him, as I often did. I almost forgot Mochida was here, until he let out a huge sigh.
ゆい先生、玄関の鍵は閉めないと不用心だよ。
Also, Miss Yui, leaving your front door unlocked is really dangerous.
あら、開いてた？
Oh, was it open?
今回ばかりは開いてて助かったけど、でも今後はちゃんと閉めないとダメだからな。
Yeah, and you're lucky I was the one to discover that. You really need to be more careful.
気をつけるわ。
Duly noted. Thanks.
なんで笑うの？
Did I say something funny?
持田くん、私のお母さんみたいだから。
No, you just sound like my mother.
うわ、複雑。
Yikes, I don't think I like the implications there. I didn't mean to laugh. I must have seemed kind of deranged, but I could always blame it on the fever. Mochida looked at me and let out another sigh. My poor sense of humor must be getting to him. Oh, no, it's not getting to him. It better not be. Although Mochida loves to Satoshi loves to sigh. How many times has he sighed within the past, like, what, 10 minutes?
でもまあ、だいぶ元気になってきたみたいでよかったよ。
Well, you sure seem a lot better than you were when I got here, so that's something.
そうみたい。
I feel better too.
結構寝てたもんな、ゆい先生。
You slept like a rock, Miss Yui.
そうね。確か今朝風邪でめまいがして、学校にお休みの電話をして、モネちゃんのご飯を用意して、そこから先の記憶がないのよね。
That's right. I woke up this morning feeling dizzy and chilled. I called in sick, put out food for Monette, and I don't remember a thing after that.
あれ、コンビニ行ったんじゃないの？
Oh, you don't remember going to the convenience store?
コンビニ？
The convenience store?
うん。冷却シートと弁当があって、
Yeah, I found cold packs and snacks. And that rhymes. Let's see.
ほらこれ。レシートの時間。今朝になってるけど。
Here. Look, the time on the receipt. It was this morning.
本当だ。
Wow, you're right.
もしかしてゆい先生、コンビニ行ったこと覚えてないの？
How can you not possibly remember going to the store?
うわーもう、しっかりしてくれよ。まさかパジャマで出かけたりしてないよな。
Amazing. That's just... Seriously, you need to pull yourself together. You didn't go out in your pajamas or anything, did you?
そんなことはないと思うけど。
Well, I don't think I did.
どうかな。
I wouldn't be surprised.
笑ってごまかさない。
Don't try and hide behind that laugh.
ごめんごめん。持田くん、私のことずっと看病してくれてたの？
Sorry. Were you taking care of me this whole time, Mochida?
うん。
Uh-huh.
そう。遅くまでごめんなさいね。
Wow. I'm really sorry you had to stay this late. It was already past 10 o'clock in the evening. I couldn't believe Mochida had been with me this whole time. I felt both guilty and grateful, and I definitely gained a new respect for him. Oh, I thought it was this part that told me... Oh, it was probably when Miss Yui and was with Tsukasa and they said it was a new day still, which was ironic because when I was recording this previously, it had just turned midnight, which it probably just turned midnight again because it's like 23 after midnight right now. So yeah, it probably just turned midnight whenever that happened too, for all I know. Oh, how ironic that is. How coincidental. I don't know. I just know that's very funny and weird.
おかゆ、まだちょっと残ってるから、腹減ったら食べてよ。
There's still a little porridge left if you get hungry.
ええ。
Thanks.
あとそれから、これ。
And I bought these too.
スーパーの袋？
You went to the supermarket?
冷蔵庫を見たら何もなかったからさ。ついでに買っておいたよ。
There wasn't anything in the fridge when I checked, so I figured I might as well.
え？
The bag was quite heavy, and I can't believe a high school student was able to pick up this much stuff. Inside it was a bottle of orange juice, some bananas, canned peaches, apples, and other assorted fruits.
これ？
That's...
風邪の時ってビタミンを取るといいんだろう。それ食べて早く良くなってよ。
Vitamins. When you're as sick as you were, your body needs all the help it can get to fight back. Think of it like medicine.
持田くん。
That much fruit couldn't have come cheap, especially for a high schooler. And no, that I actually said that. I actually said that when I was recording last time. It's almost getting up to the point where I messed up with the recording messed up. So yeah, that's how far in I was when I was recording. Hence, technical difficulties. I didn't want to do an hour-long thing again. So yeah, that's why this has been postponed for a while. So again, very sorry about that. I considered offering to pay him back, but decided against it. I knew he wouldn't take my money, and besides, I really appreciated the fact that he'd gone all this trouble just for me. I'd return the favor another time. If it ever seemed like he was going to be staying late after school, maybe I'd buy him dinner. Okay, I was about to say, you're being very cheap, Miss Yui. Or I could help him with preparations for the school festival. That would be cheap.
じゃあ俺帰るよ。
Well, it's getting late. I should go.
あ、大丈夫？道わかるかしら？なんなら途中まで見送りに行くわよ。
Oh, will you be okay? Do you know your way back? If you'd like, I can take you at least part of the way.
大丈夫だよ。ゆい先生はおとなしく寝てて。
It's fine. Just go back to sleep, Miss Yui.
まだ本調子じゃないんだし。第一、夜道を女の人一人で歩くなんて危険だよ。
You're not better just yet. And besides, it isn't safe for a woman to walk alone at night.
持田くんは優しいね。そういうとこキュンとしちゃう。
Aw, you're such a sweetie. Seeing how much you care just makes my heart skip a beat. This was where it stopped.
あれ？そういうこと俺に言っていいの？
Oh, does it now? I'm not sure you should be saying something like that to me, Miss Yui. Why are you grinning like that to Miss Yui, your teacher? And reacting to that comment, Satoshi. Don't tell me an evil spirit has possessed you.
なんで？
Huh? Why not? Mochida and I joked like this a lot. Usually it made him blush and get adorably embarrassed. But it's after 10. Oh, God! But not today. Today, he just grinned sheepishly, with a mischievous glint in his eyes. I didn't quite get it. What was his angle? He's come. He's come to do some bad stuff since it's past 10.
司くんって誰？先生の恋人？
Who's Tsukasa, Miss Yui? Is he your boyfriend?
どうしてそれ？
How do you know?
ゆい先生寝てるときずっとその人のこと呼んでたよ。うなされながら何度も司くんって。
I'm gonna say that like that. You kept calling his name in your sleep. Tsukasa-kun! Tsukasa-kun! You cried, lost in some sort of wonderful dream. Oh man. Miss Yui does not know how to keep her mouth shut in her dreams or outside her dreams, like while she's dreaming. Yeah.
誰なんだよ。
So, who is he? That crafty Mochida had turned the tables on me. And how embarrassing to know that I'd been calling out Tsukasa's name.
それは
What the hell? I hesitated to answer for a moment, but then figured, what the hell, why not?
司くんはね、私の初恋の人。
Tsukasa was my first love.
その様子じゃゆい先生はよっぽどその人のことが好きだったんだね。
That's not the kind of look you should be given for such a... Not... That kind of look is too innocent for saying this. Judging by your actions earlier, you must have been seriously head over heels for him.
え？
What? Why?
だって先生さっきすごかったよ。俺のこと司って人と間違えてたでしょ。
Well, when I got here, he thought I was Tsukasa. It was unbelievable. I mean, you wanted to make out with me. And do more. Much, yeah.
やだ。
Wait! What are you saying? Didn't you just hear me?
ゆい先生、顔赤いよ。
Miss Yui, your face is beet red.
これは 熱のせいよ、きっと。
That's just my fever, I swear.
ふん、まあいいや。そういうことにしてあげる。
Uh-huh. Well, that's fine. I'll let you believe whatever you want to believe.
あんまり大人をからかわないで。
Oh, come on! Whatever happened to respecting your elders? You shouldn't mess with adults. What, are you like 6 years older than him or something? I mean, that didn't happen. That happened like maybe 8. You're not much of an elder, Miss Yui.
だってこんなゆい先生、めったに見れないからさ。
But you're in rare form today. We never get to see you like this. Never get to see Satoshi like this either. I wasn't sure he was ever going to give me the full story of all the embarrassing things I'd done in my fevered days. And maybe it was better he didn't. Either way, I was in his debt, so he could tease me all he wanted. Just this once. And he can forget about me paying him back for dinner and all that.
やばい。そろそろ帰らないと。ゆかがカンカンだ。
Oh, crap! I have to get going! Yuka's going to be really angry with me!
今日はありがとね。もう暗いから気をつけて帰るのよ。
Thanks for everything. It's dark out, so please be careful on your way home.
はーい。それじゃあ先生、食事をきちんととって、頑張って早く治してくれよ。
And Miss Yui, you be sure to eat right and get better ASAP. You hear me?
頑張る。
Of course. I'll kick this in no time.
ファイト
Fight the good fight!
ありがとう。
Thanks.
いい子だな、持田くんは。いかんいかん。あの子は生徒だぞ。
What a good kid, that Mochida. I'd better be careful, though. He is my student, after all. Wait. What? What?
おいで、モネちゃん。一緒に寝よっか。
Hmm? Come here, Monette. You sleep with Mommy tonight.
会いたいな、司くん。
I miss you, Tsukasa. Whatever did happen to Tsukasa? That's... And that marks the end of Chapter 3. Chapter 4 has been unlocked. That is a lot of soulful testimonies. If you want me to do the soulful testimonies after the game ends or something, let me know. And I mean, I'm not going to be reading it because there's it's like pretty much a cutscene type of thing where they start reading it and the words like go as they're done reading the words off. So yeah, I won't be reading it. But if you want me to put up the soulful testimonies, I don't mind. But yeah, otherwise I'm pretty sure other people on YouTube already have it, so that's why I'm not bothering with it. So yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, have a great night.